What's going on, you guys? It's Alex, and in today's video I want to go over how you can do local SEO for your pest control company to get more leads organically, to be showing up in Google search and actually drive traffic to your website instead of having to rely on whatever other avenue of generating leads that you're relying on. Now, you should be doing SEO with ads, should be on social. It all comes together, but I'm going to show you today how to do local SEO for your pest control site. If you need help with local SEO, if you have questions about local SEO for your pest control business, you can click the link down below, book a call with me. I help service businesses drive organic traffic to their site to generate leads to grow their business online. So you can click the link down below, book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your site or answer any questions you have about SEO, Google Ads for your pest control business, and of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together to help you get more leads. All right, so I am just going to jump right into it with a fantastic example and go through each of these and how you can apply this to your own local SEO strategy for your pest control business. So if you look up Manhattan Pest Control, and I do not have any ads or a Google business profile just because I've done a lot of Google searches today. In any case, otherwise, the search would look like this: Google Ads, Google business profile. If you look up Manhattan Pest Control, the website showing up in the very first spot is BroadwayExterminating.com for me. If they're not showing up first for you, they're probably second or third. In any case, you can see how their website's structured. New York City Pest Control, local NYC Exterminator. And you click on the site, you can see their services, areas we service. They have this, and we're just gonna jump into this right now and go through each of these. So one of the most important things is how this site is structured. I see a lot of problems with this where websites will have terrible targeting. They'll have 700 pages that are all copy pasted from one another. You know, all that changes is the service and the location, but the text is the same. Or they're based in, one city, but they're mentioning 700 other cities. Or, they have 50 services that are not at all related to the broad services that they do offer. So that is a huge problem. One of the biggest problems that a lot of you guys face when you are building out your site, or if you are wondering why you're not getting traffic organically, this is probably one of the biggest reasons, is site structure. And now the site should be serviced in a way where you have the home page and you have service pages and location pages. So the service plus location pages are going to be your main location plus service, right? And then you will list out other location pages, and I will just show you here as an example. So here on BroadwayExterminating.com, if we go to their homepage, right, their homepage is the main service page, but when we scroll down here, we can see all the different services that they do offer, right? Randomized control, cockroach control, bed bugs, ants, fleas, whatever, and they have it all listed here as well as commercial. But under here, you can click any of their main services, and if you do click on bed bugs, it will be bed bug control in New York, right? If you click on any of these, it's going to be, order control New York. Like I said, it is structured in a way that it is service plus location. Now, you then don't want to go out and build out, for example, for that website, the same number of service pages for every single other location. What you want to do here, and this is important, is just have those location pages on the site. So if you click on areas we service, right, they do have a number of other areas here, and you can click on, for example, Fordham Heights. Now, what do they just have? They just have Fordham Heights Pest Control. On this page, right, they mentioned the different Fordham Heights pest control services they offer, right? And if we see if this is actually ranking for anything, it might not be, because Google is smart. Google knows they might not be physically located in Fordham Heights. Let's just check here. Yes, they are ranking, and look, they are ranking for pest control in New York. It's not showing us the Fordham Heights one, exact URL. So this page is just not actually ranking that well. So you can see there a great example of Google knowing exactly where you are, what you're targeting. Let's just check one more, Brooklyn. I'm just doing this live, you guys, so I have no idea if this example is going to work. Exact URL. This one has a few more, this is ranking for a few more keywords, but not very well because they are not located in Brooklyn. So in that case, you kind of have to get into a different strategy of either renting an office in that space so you can have a Google business profile in Brooklyn. Otherwise, when it comes to SEO, Google is going to be a lot more likely to show your website to people, to businesses that are They're going to show your website to people looking in that area, right? So for this business to go outside of New York City, they would probably need to open a different office or location. Otherwise, it just becomes very difficult to rank. Now, that is why you don't go building out service and location pages, right, for 17 other locations. And then you have times, 10 services. There's no need to have 170 different pages, all targeting service location. What you can do is actually look on Google Search Console to see if you are driving traffic for that, right? So for example, these guys are showing up for these services. Then you could build out one or two, test it, of course, see if there is any opportunity to break into those search engine results. But example, I would imagine for Roach Exterminator Brooklyn, it is quite competitive. It does not look like it, but these are all going to be likely Brooklyn-based businesses. As you can see here, Brooklyn Pest Control, and I'm sure the rest of these are Brooklyn, right? 24 Exterminator Brooklyn. These are Brooklyn-based businesses. So that's how you get started with that. This is a great example of how to structure the site, commercial, residential, hotels, as well as the core services, right? Now, with that, you need to also spend some time doing keyword research. You could use an expensive tool like SEMrush, or you can just look at your competitors to see what they are ranking for. And for example, how you could do that is just here, pest control. Let's say you're in Jacksonville, right? Just to get an idea, and then you can go to one of your competitor pages, for example, these guys, and see what they are ranking for, and start building out a keyword list based on their keywords. And they are, for example, ranking for 406 different keywords, and a lot of these are in Jacksonville. Exterminator bug services in Jacksonville would be a great page to have, right? Termite control, and you can even just filter the keywords by the Jacksonville modifier, right? You can see there are 100 or so, 75 keywords related to Jacksonville. Termite control. You get the idea here. Termite inspection, Jacksonville. Another great example of how to do keyword research like that is using Google Ads, and I will just pull this up here in my test account to show you guys what I mean. So this is completely free. Just click on tools on the left, and then go ahead and open discover new keywords. Click on your area, and in this case we will just go with Jacksonville. This will show you for free what people are, well, you need a Google Ads account. This will show you basically for free what people are searching for and how competitive it is. And I'll show you how to find that roughly. So this is how many average monthly searches Google is telling you each of these keywords gets just within Jacksonville. And how to judge the competition is here on the right. So the more the top of page bid in the high range costs, the more competitive it is. People are willing to pay more and more for that particular click. For example, people are willing to pay $70 a click, all Canadian, up to for termite inspection. But on the low range, people are looking to pay $14 a click for bee removal, right? So bee removal gets a lot less searches. It's also a lot less competitive. So if you were in Jacksonville, you might want to have a bee removal page as well as a wasp nest removal page. Those are two different services, by the way. This is a great way to get the keyword research done completely for free and use that information to start structuring and building out your site. The other thing you want to focus on after that is competitor research. So what you'd want to do is using a tool like this, or for example, in Google, if you just went Jacksonville pest control, right? You kind of just start opening all of your competitor pages, right? Taking notes, look at how it's structured, how many pages it has, and how to check the pages. For example, you just copy link address, you paste it in here, you do site : and click on tools, and it'll show you it has 46 results. So what you would want to do is go through the top 10 pages, your top 10 competitors, not Yelp, not Orkin, but local competitors. Look how many pages they have, and then try to replicate that as much as you can. You ideally want more if it makes sense. Also visit their website, look how it's structured, look at how they're structuring their headlines, right? Pest control Jacksonville, it's kind of long. If you look at the headings on this page, knock out your pest problems. They've already missed the mark of having pest control Jacksonville as the H1 heading, which is the most important heading. But otherwise, they are mentioning all the stuff that Google does want to see on the page. And the page itself isn't terrible. This is a little bit of, or a lot of over optimization. Make sure your pages don't look like this, just because this is terrible. But these guys are ranking well. So if you were in Jacksonville, this might just be solely a lead generation site. And you can see that, yeah, this does go to service pages, but it's just going to give you an idea of how your competitors are structuring their sites. And you just want to see how many pages they have, what calls to action they're using, how the websites look, if they're displaying reviews, everything like that. Just take a look at the top 10 or so, make notes, track how many pages they have, what pages they're using, and then from there use that information to either improve your site or build out your site, right? With that out of the way, you can focus on homepage targeting. Now, another big problem I see is a lot of websites, and let's just check back here in Jacksonville, is for your homepage targeting, you want your homepage, in my opinion, to target your main area as well as your main service. So in this case, it is going to be pest control. As you can see here, we do have all the home pages that are ranking for Jacksonville, except for maybe Turner Pest. But this could be a huge brand, and it does look like they do have the top 2 spots. Again, huge brand. This also does represent to me an opportunity in the Jacksonville area. Contact us. Again, Google is actually struggling here with finding the right pages to show, but for the most part, in a lot of areas, it is going to be the homepage that is ranking. And of course, if your homepage is targeting the main service as well as your main area, it is going to rank a lot better. You start to see on page 2 and 3 that a lot of pages are not optimized well. They're not targeting the specific service, right? The search is Jacksonville Pest Control, not Jacksonville FL Pest Control, not Pest Control St. Augustine, St. John's, Jacksonville, right? This guy's on his way there, but it's a subdomain. It's not the exact URL. Again, he's got the divider here. Right, so you can start to see there's a lot of problems with this. Again, your page should be structured in a way that the title is Jacksonville Pest Control and then brand name, right? It's that easy. Or whatever, location, pest control, right? Brand name. That's how you want to structure your homepage. And this is the information you want to convey on the homepage. This will be give you the best option for ranking. Homepages will always rank better than subdomains, right? Or non-main pages, right? The homepage will always rank better than a page. All right. Moving from there, you start to get into this kind of technical stuff, local citations, Google business profiles, and social signals plus ads. So local citations and backlinks are basically the same thing. Local citations are making sure that you get your website listed on citation sites and directories, things like Yelp, Angie's List, Home Advisor, all those main citations. And you can find best citations for pest control businesses. What you'll now see here is Digital Web Solutions, Bright Local, for example, are all listing their recommended citation sites for pest control. And as you can see here, Porch.com, Pest Finder Pro, pest control firms, right? These are all allegedly citation sites. And what you'd want to do is go make sure that you register your business on those sites, as well as the list of businesses here, right? So a lot of these you will recognize: Bing, Yelp, Foursquare, Here Maps, TomTom if you can, Yellow Pages, all those directories. And here even Bright Local has a few, right? Porch, Pest Finder Pro, My Tent or Den, pest control firms. And what you can do that's really interesting is here on SEMrush, you can go to Jacksonville Pest Control, and your competitors will actually, using one of these tools, your competitors will actually tell you how many citations and backlinks you need to outrank them to show up higher up on the first page. So if we look at the businesses that are ranking, the authority score is quite high for all of them. Let's see if there's any on page 2 that a very new site could rank. It's possible that a brand new site could rank on page 2 quite easily, right? But looking at the first one, Turner Pest, you can tell by the amount of backlinks if it's a regional or even a national domain. But let's find one that is a little bit less established here. For example, Knockout Pest Control, again, looking at their example. Let's take a look at their backlinks. While it does say 2.5K, they are not necessarily going to have that many referring domains. And it will tell us in a second here. We can see here, links per referring, oh, no, we just want to click 1. So it went from, I think, 2.5K to just 368. And then now we can start going through, and most of these, if you search by the actual authority score, are not even relevant. So once you get, like, most of these are redirect notices because they probably had an older page. right? This is not the best example, but you can see here, you start going through this list, you can see they have links from lifestorage.com, local.yahoo. These are all just redirects. Let's go to second page or see if we can find a few more. This is a bad example just because they're all redirected. So let me just take another example from the search engine results to show you guys. Well, yeah, those are all 0. All right. Back in the results here, we can just go with, let's just go with Turner Pest, and they have 29,000. Let's go with Nader's Pest Raiders, right? Let's click on backlinks. There's no free way to do this, unfortunately. You could just pay, I guess, on Fiverr to have somebody give you the list of links. And now you can see here, actually, if you just click on one link per referring domain, they really only have about 276 links. And you can start to see where they have their links from. USA Today, right? Bing, Better Business Bureau, Glassdoor. What you want to do is export this list and go through and try to replicate as many of these as you can to point them to your own site. So yellowpages.com, that is going to be a citation. Flagler County Realtors is going to be a backlink, right? Arrowexterminators.com, this is going to be a backlink, right? House Helper is probably a backlink. Superpages is a citation. Dexno citation. Discover Texas Real Food is a backlink, right? So you need to be building those actively. Otherwise, especially for newer sites, it's going to be very, very difficult to rank organically and actually drive organic traffic, especially in very competitive areas, right? So that's what you need to be doing for month 1 if you actually want to be cemented on the first page for those searches. The last 2 are going to be your Google Business Profile and your social signals plus ads. So Google Business Profile is important because it's going to show up for almost every mobile search that someone does, or if they're searching on Google Maps for a business near them, Google Business Profiles are going to show up. Also, they also show up under ads. So for any search somebody does, they're going to see 4 ads or 3 ads, and then they're going to see Google Maps as well as Google Business Profiles. Now, if you were a business in Calgary, for example, right, you can see here that in Calgary, the results that Google wants to show for Calgary has 1,000 Google Business reviews, 628 and 676. So if you actually want to start showing up for this search, right, for wasp nest removal in the Google Business Profile section, your business name either has to be wasp nest removal, or you need to start getting as many reviews as these companies have. So let's look at the pest control one for Venice, right? You have 3 here, 1.2K, 216, 49. If you don't have, for example, at least 200, this is showing Venice, California here. But anyways, if you don't have, oh no, that's California, that is Florida. If you don't have, for example, at least 200 reviews, you're just not going to show up here. When it comes to reviews, there's 2 things that are important: review count and review velocity. So not only does it matter how many reviews you have, but it also matters how often you're getting reviews. It's better to be getting 1 or 2 reviews per week as opposed to just 5 or 6 reviews a month that you all get in one day because you asked your friends or did an email blast. So your goal from day 1 should be focusing on getting reviews regularly and getting reviews and getting as many reviews as you can. Once you are ranking well on Google Maps for your Google Business Profile, it can drive an incredible amount of organic clicks to your website as well as calls, right? It's an incredible way to just drive a lot of organic traffic that a lot of your competitors are still sleeping on, that they are missing out on. Probably one of the best ways to drive organic traffic when in combination with a local SEO strategy, and it is in fact a key part of any local SEO strategy. Now, once that's out of the way, the last thing you want to focus on is social signals and ads. Social signals just means getting your website set up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, right? Try to be active there, or at least set it up and add, a couple dozen photos to all those platforms. That just sends the right signals to Google. And if somebody does look you up, they look up your business name. If they look up your business name and they see your businesses on Facebook, if they see your businesses on Instagram, it helps build authority, helps build relevance, and helps build trust with your users online. And again, social can work, especially for remarketing. Social is incredible for remarketing. You just want to make sure your business is showing up in front of the right people at the right time that are looking for your services. And finally, not really local SEO, but the best strategy for driving leads for any business in the long term is going to be ads. I'll just quickly show you why. For any single search you do online, you're going to see ads. Here's wasp removal in Calgary, right? There's just one ad, right? But it's an ant removal ad, so they just have no idea what they're doing. I'm not sure why they are bidding on this. It's just poorly formatted, poorly targeted. I'm not even in Calgary, so that ad shouldn't be showing up. And again, these are your competitors. And for whatever reason, it says ant removal, but it's mentioning cockroaches, even though I searched for wasp nest removal, right? Those are your competitors. And finally, pest control Venice, Florida, right? 1, 2. There's 2 ads here. I believe normally there would be more, but I've done quite a few searches today. But again, 2 ads here. This one's mentioning termite and pest control, and then Venice pest control. That is a really good ad because Orkin definitely knows what they're doing. But if you're not running ads, you should be an incredible way to be driving traffic and getting leads every single day for your business, and is almost these days necessary as Google shifts into their pay-to-play model. In any case, if you did make it this far, as always, you guys, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, you can click the link down below to book a call with me. I'm happy to take a look at your current website and see how you are doing from a local SEO perspective. And of course, see if there is any opportunity to work together to help you get more organic leads from local SEO, from Google Ads, so that you can grow your business online and scale however much you want. Like I said, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video.